What's goody good? You like the new setup? You like the backdrop? FYI, I have my monitor here, so if y'all see my head pointing this direction, that's why the monitor is pointing to the right. What's good, potato? Let's get some agua. I know the world is in shambles right now, but we gotta have a good time. You feel me? You already know, man. Easy. Alrighty. All right. I'll give it a little bit. Give me about how's your day been? Potato? Can you hear me good? Cause my microphone is a little different. It's good. Oh, my day's been good, man. I was a little sleepy because I stayed up later than I needed to, but other than that, it's been pretty well. Enjoying the evening, enjoying the day for what it's bringing. No complaints here. But today we are going. Well, it is 6:15 Central Time, so if you're not here, you're not here. But welcome. This is the first anime discussion that we're going to be having. I plan on doing them every Wednesdays now, starting at 6:15 p.m. Central Time. And basically what we're going to be doing, we're going to have various topics. And each week we're going to have a different topic that we talk about. And you all can have your input on, whatever you want to talk about as far as, your interest in anime and the things that you like about it. And this week, our main topic is going to be talking about villains. We're going to be talking about the top villains in anime. Top 10 villains. We're going to do the top 10 villains in anime. That's going to be the main topic. But I guess I should introduce myself for those who are new. I am Animated Mel. And I've been into anime for as long as I could remember. Ever since I can remember. But there's nothing more exciting than an anime that has a good villain in it. In any anime that we watch and that we enjoy, of course, it's always good to have the hero, the protagonist, and the one who's going to lead the story. But it's kind of hard to have an anime without a proper villain, to counteract the protagonist in a sense. So, I figured this would be a good way to get this started as far as this anime series that I'm doing. It's called Let's Get Animated, which is why you see it's Let's Get Animated, because we're going to be getting animated out here. But also, aside from the main topic that we're discussing with the top 10 villains, I want to talk about some of the animes that have been, I guess, that I like, as far as like Black Clover and The Promised Neverland. Those two animes that just came back. Black Clover, it's been on a hiatus for, I want to say, a long time. I guess since the pandemic started, it's been on a hiatus. And once it started back up, they went into fillers. And so just this year, they were now able to get into the actual episodes that follow the manga. So the previous episode that happened yesterday, Tuesday, was dope. We got to see Asta in his super swole form. He looked like a mini Yami. And I thought he looked pretty dope. We didn't really get to see a lot of the main characters that we see in this series, such as Yuno and the Yuno squad. We didn't even get to see the Wizard King. We didn't get to see Wizard King or Yami or Charlotte or any of the other captains. We didn't get to see any of those. Of course it was trending. Of course, it was, yeah. Black Clover was trending. It was definitely trending. But hold on, let me go to this one. Yeah, Black Clover is definitely trending worldwide when it came out. That just speaks volumes. That just speaks volumes to the impact that it has in the anime world. But I just want to talk about that episode a little bit and things that I'm expecting and looking forward to when it comes to that. What's good, Frank? I see you, homie. Hope you're getting ready for these anime discussions, man. And so, like, in the first episode of Black Clover, what did we get to see? We got to see Asta show up, but we also got to see some random guy who was going through he was going through like a storm. Oh, I can't. Oh, my power's too weak. You know, he was doing that. And prior to that, well, after that, he was able to go to like he ended up in Yuno's village, and he said, Lord Yuno. And like, granted, I don't read the manga, so I'm thinking like, what the hell are they talking about for Lord Yuno? Like, you know, what is this discussion like for you, Lord Yuno? So I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that. So aside from, you know, them having their little magic powers, you know, or powering up over those 6 months, we're going to talk about The Promised Neverland. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with Promised Neverland, but season 2 just came. Season 2 for the Promised Neverland just came up, and for that, man, it's getting good. Emma, Ray, and Norman. Well, it's not Norman anymore because Norman is either food or he's just somewhere in the background chilling. I don't know. But today's episode, they showed them escaping throughout the forest. They were running to a lot of these different. They were running to a slew of these freaking beast, demon, monster things or whatever, and they got saved by. I want to say some other demons, simply because when they got rescued, Ray pointed out he was looking like, yo, man, what's going on with those feet? And that's how the episode ended. But yeah, man, I definitely enjoyed that. But let's talk about the top anime villains now. And so it's kind of hard to hold on with my phone. It's kind of hard to pick it's kind of hard to pick an anime that has like the best villains, because every anime has a dope villain. Like, you go from Naruto, you go to Bleach, you go to Dragon Ball, you go to One Piece, and all the popular shonen, maybe even Fairy Tail if you follow that one. But the villains in the series, oh my gosh, they are super, super easily some of the coolest characters that you get to run upon. So actually, I created a top 10 list that I have, and we can actually put them. We can actually just make a little. Hold on, where is it? Bam, right here. So I have my own top 10 villains that I created, or not create. I didn't create them, obviously, but that I'm going to be discussing, and why I feel they are the top 10 villains. Hey, man, we got a lot of anime out there. You have a lot of anime out there, so it's easy. It's easy. It shouldn't be too hard to pick 10 villains, right? Right? You know. So, but I don't want to do this for like a particular order. So I don't want to say like, hey, this villain is better than that villain. What I want to do is I just want to say, just who are the top 10 villains overall, just in general in the series. So, with that being said, in no particular order, the first villain that I have is Frieza. And I'll tell you why. Now, aside from Frieza, you know, his character design being pretty cool, I think it's dope that also in Dragon Ball Super, I think it's pretty cool that they brought him back, you know, considering everything that he's been through. But why I think he is the best villain within the Dragon Ball series, or at least I feel like he's the best villain in the Dragon Ball series. But overall, for one, he enslaved the strongest race in the universe. He's a villain who's enslaved the strongest race in the entire universe, the Saiyans. We all know that. Not only did he enslave them, he took over their planet, had them do his bidding for them. And when he was done with them, he killed them. Bruh! He destroyed their entire existence. If Raditz, Nappa, Goku, and Vegeta, if they weren't away on their own little mission, doing their little thing, well, granted, Goku got sent off by Bardock, but if they weren't away, oh, also, you know what? We got to include Broly. We got to include Broly in there. If they didn't get sent away, the Saiyans would have been extinct. They would have been extinct, if we're not including, like, the other universes. They would have been extinct. So, just like, just like Otto saying and Frank and Potato, easy to hate, doesn't hold back. And he's a villain that she was like, I kind of, like he's evil, but he's like a silly evil, Like, he's like, just like when he was going against Goku, he fought against Goku, Krillin, and Piccolo. He was doing the Pop goes the Weasel. Like, he just has these little sayings that's just like, get it? He just has these little sayings that he does. And it makes you wonder, like, my goodness, like, and also, look, the crazy thing about it, he's strong. He's strong. And he doesn't train. He was just born strong. And like, we realize he doesn't train, obviously, because Goku asked him, do you train? He's like, nah, I was born this way. But if he actually trained and he became Gold Frieza and stuff like that. And the funny thing is, when I first saw Frieza, I initially thought that he was a girl. I thought, okay, this is a girl villain, because his first form, he was in his little horn just chilling in that machine, and I thought he was a girl. And also the voice actor that they had in I obviously listened to the English version. It kind of sounded feminine to me, Frank, you thought the same thing? Yeah, man. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, man, this is a girl. I said, they get whooped by a girl, man? How they get whooped by a girl like this? But hey, man, Frieza wasn't a girl, but he was putting in work. And think about this. Hey, Frizy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Welcome. And also, think about this. He's the one in, like, the anime world, I would say he's the one in the anime world who started this isn't even my final form. Like, he's the one who started that. That's what we're talking about, Tumsy. Talking about Frieza. Kids Inc. was good, man. What's good, Tumsy? Thank you for the follow. Thank you all for the follow. Like, he's the one who started. This isn't even my final form. Think about it. When he first, when everyone finally first got to Namek, what happened? Oh my gosh, we need to get the Dragon Balls. Everyone's trying to get the Dragon Balls, and they finally meet up with Frieza. Everyone's like, and Frieza they're just sitting there in their form. Like, think when Vegeta, remember when Goku he first fought the Ginyu Force? He got, he did the body change with Captain Ginyu. Captain Ginyu punched himself, and then he hurt himself. And then he had to go back into that little, that chamber so he can get healed up. And so they all got the Dragon Balls. And then when those Dragon Balls got there, Vegeta, Gohan, Krillin, everyone, they was just like, it's Frieza. And then Frieza showed up. He had everybody like, yo, we can't mess with him. Vegeta, he thought he was a Super Saiyan at that point in time, and all Frieza did was take off his armor, and he became stronger, And then from that point on, he went into all these big ass forms. He went to the taller form, he went to the alien form, and then eventually he went down to his, iconic form that that we've known to see him today, and then just continuously got stronger. But I feel like Frieza overall is just a dope ass villain, and he encapsulates everything that a villain should. Like he's maniacal, he's twisted. You can't trust him. You should not trust him. And he does whatever it takes to get that W. He does not care. He will beg for mercy and then kill you for showing him mercy. Like, come on, man. But yeah, that's why I feel like Frieza is easily one of the top villains, in my opinion. But yeah, man, let's see. But moving on from Frieza, this, like, granted, this isn't in any particular order, as I stated. I would have to put Light Yagami. I have to put Light Yagami as one of the top villains. Now, granted, Light is easily one of my favorite characters, and I consider him a hero. But I did the Googles. I did the Google searches. They consider him a villain or like an anti-hero or whatever, But I don't necessarily consider him. But he's a bad guy. He's killing. And at the end of the day, he's taking lives for his own sense of justice. At the end of the day, that's what he's doing. He's taking lives for his own sense of justice. And but yeah, like Potato's saying, he's a protagonist that is a villain, and he's my favorite character. And I know a lot of people, they root for L, and actually I love the dynamic between L and Light, and how they they use their minds to outsmart each other and outwit each other. But at the end of the day, who won? Light won. Light won that battle. Maybe he shouldn't have. But yeah, and well, no. We gonna hold on. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that, Potato. But when it was just Light versus L, like, bruh, who thinks about L is not the hero, but like think about what Light did. He made himself forget about the Death Note. He made himself forget about the Death Note and actually became like a genuine good guy, But he made himself forget about the Death Note, so L didn't have those suspicions about him. Just think about how smart he is and all the things that he knows that once he touches this Death Note, everything is going to spark and come back. And so it threw him off the tail. Yes, Serpent. You're speaking on everything that I was just about to say. You can talk about Nier, you can talk about Mello, but none of them, even the girl, I can't remember her name, but none of them would have gotten L. I mean, none of them would have gotten Light if it wasn't for Mikami. Mikami should have stayed in his place instead of trying to be he's trying to be a god and play in his role. Not Misa. I'm not talking about Misa. Because Misa, like, granted, Misa was a little, she's a little wild. She's a little crazy out there. But Misa, she was ride or die. Misa was ride or die. She used half of her lifespan to back up Light. So you can't necessarily knock that. So I can't say that Misa messed up, because Misa, she initially, if I recall correct, I think she forgot because, I think she forgot. No. Damn, I can't remember that. And I watched this anime like 10 times. But Misa's not the reason why. But she like X'd her life twice just for the sake of Light. Like, she's a ride or die. She was a ride or die. But if it wasn't for Mikami messing up in the end, he would have got away with it. And also that laugh. Every villain has to have that maniacal, twisted laugh that makes you feel like, hey man, you know what, this guy, that laugh that Light did at the end, when he thought everything, was going his way, was so gangster. That was so gangster. I love that laugh, man. the greatest laugh. And yeah, man. So that's why I feel like Light is easily one of the top villains. Not just because he's my favorite character. Light, yeah, Serpent, yeah, man. Light is that guy, man. Like that's easily one of my favorite characters, man. That's my guy. And but yeah, that's why I feel like he's one of the top villains in the series or overall in anime. Now, um, we could, I am like that's like Light. He is like he's so smart. Like if it wasn't for Mikami, I swear, man, I swear, if it wasn't for Mikami, he could have, man. If it wasn't for Mikami, he would have got him. And just think, if he was twisted enough to even have his life to kill, you know, or to get everyone who was trying to stop him, then he would have been good money. He would have been super good, you know? But obviously, you know, you can't half your life if you want to spend most of it ruling it. And I ain't even gonna lie, man. When Light died, I fucking cried. I was just like, man, Light died. No, why is Light die? Like when L died, I was like, man, that's salty. I didn't want him to die, but yeah, no, it's definitely top. It's definitely top 10. It's definitely top 10. This is definitely a top 10, but it's not like it's not a particular order. It's just no particular order, man. Like these are easily the top 10 villains. But okay, now moving on. Not as I said, not any particular order. No. It's hard to order it. It's hard to order the anime. It's hard to order it because you could have a bias. That's why I just figured, you know, it'd be better to do just top 10 overall. You know, because there's multiple villains within a series, you know. I guess well, in Death Note, Light is considered the only villain. My job is to make it okay. Hey, I could, you know. But for this one, we'll just do it. We'll just do the overall. But yeah, man, I feel like Light is definitely. I named Frieza one. Frieza's one. Frieza's one. Like Frieza's the first one that I was just like, yo, in an anime, Frieza is that guy. He is that guy. Like he enslaved an entire race, and you know he's getting stronger. Basically ruled the universe for a little bit, you know. But but okay, now moving on. The next villain that I feel belongs in the top is Madara. Madara. That guy is easily one of the top villains, in my opinion. And the reason why is because this guy, through every generation, he was the main source of everything in every generation. Back when it was just him in the first. Yeah, Kaguya, nah. I can't do Kaguya. Kaguya, I can't really consider her a villain because she's just a life form. She's like a life form. They eat planets, you know? Looking good. Hey, appreciate that. You know what, PG? I was actually supposed to get use a different camera so the quality's a lot more sharper or whatever, but this little cord that I need didn't come through yet. But yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, Kaguya, nah. Yeah, but Madara, like since the founding of the ninja, since the founding of ninjutsu and the founding of Hokages and the villages and all that stuff, since the founding of that, he was the main one behind it all. Madara can be considered a hero, but let's be real. Hold on, what you talking about, Potato? My Toon Link? My Toon Link shirt? You rocking my Toon Link, man? But the thing is with Madara, he didn't have control. He was just so angry. He was more about dividing versus collaborating. You know, You hold on, you want me to do a Discord call because I don't have my microphone. I don't have my headphones. Why I don't have my headphones next to my setup where I'd be able to communicate. No, Vegeta. See, Vegeta used to. You know the crazy thing is about Dragon Ball. The crazy thing is about Dragon Ball. Everyone who's a villain ends up being a good guy. Think about it. Tien, Piccolo, all the freaking androids, Android 17, Android 18, well, Cell is not a villain, but they all these bad guys end up being good guys. They always be like, so I can't really eat Vegeta, so I can't really call them villains. Now Frieza, he stayed a villain for selfish reasons, Well, I'm not close to my computer, Serpent. How I got it set up, I'm nowhere next to my computer at all. I'm away from my computer, so I don't even have. Yeah, maybe yeah, I'll definitely figure out a way to get it set up so I can we could do like a Discord call for like the next video, but for this one I don't have the capability right now. Yeah, Frieza, Zamu, Cell. I am not using my phone, and plus the feedback will be it'll create unnecessary feedback. We'll do for the next one. We'll get a Discord call together, and we'll be able to all talk about it and discuss it, whatever. And Bibbity Bobbity and Boo. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. See, and think about even Boo, Majin Boo, Fat Boo. He he came back as a good guy. And even Evil Boo, he got reincarnated as Oob, so he's a good guy now. So it's just like man, they can't keep. It's just like Broly. See, in Broly case, Broly's not really a bad guy. He's more like he's just pissed off at everyone. He won't smoke with everybody. He won't smoke with everybody. So Broly's not really a bad guy, but he's definitely a tough guy. Evil Boo or Kid Boo, prior to him getting reincarnated as Oob, he would be, I guess, considered a villain or so. But no. We're gonna switch gears and focus on hold on. Yeah, never a villain in canon. And also, but if anything, if anyone was a villain in the Broly situation, it would be Paragus, his dad, because Paragus was like controlling him and trying to keep him contained and da 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 da. You know, yeah. And I'm so glad that they made Broly a normal character within the series without him. Because yeah, just like you said, PG, they were definitely two different characters. Like think about it, Broly, his character design was basically because he could not sleep because Kakarot was crying. Come on, son. That's why he's mad, because he can't get no sleep. That's why he's mad, because he can't get no sleep. Like, I understand not being a morning person, but bruh, come on, you pissed and you want to destroy people and grab people by their face because you can't get no sleep? Like, you need to relax. You need to relax. But yeah, let's move on from Dragon Ball for a moment, man, because I can go off for a minute on that. But let's get back on Madara. Madara, he in each generation he had some kind of influence and some kind of control over the ninjutsu. He was the reason that Toby became who he was, and he was the beckoning of all of it. But granted, Kaguya kind of messed him up in the long run. But Madara, that guy is not only just bad, he's a badass. he is a badass. If for the and granted, I'm not sure if everyone out there follows Naruto, but Madara, he was like the strongest Uchiha within Madara. Granted, I'm biased towards Itachi, um, because Itachi's my guy. That's my guy. you know. Actually, I have an Itachi figure right here. I don't have a Madara figure, but I have an Itachi figure. You know what I mean? Check out my my Itachi. Hey, check him out. I need to get a Madara. I need to get a Madara figure, but maybe I'll get one soon. But yeah, man, Madara. Just look at how badass he was when he got resurrected. When he got resurrected, like, and even think about that. He was dead. He was gone and got brought back from the reanimation jutsu. Got brought back from that and was whooping ass like none. Whooping ass like no other ninja out there. And to take in the ninja war, when he took on an entire clan of people, bruh, squad, what are you going to do? And then he summoned he summoned a meteor. Bam. He blew himself up with it, came back, and summoned another one. I'm just like, yo, who is this guy? Like, Madara is next level. Madara is next level, man. He is next level, man. Like, and to have such control and such an impact on the throughout the ninja world in each generation, that guy is a badass, man. And to get everyone under his own ninja way, or trying to get everyone under the infinite Tsukiyomi, to make the moon a big ass shotting gun and get everyone under infinite Tsukiyomi by putting them in a fucking tree. Hey, you know what? We're gonna put you in a tree real quick, man. Let's put you in a tree real quick so we can absorb your we're gonna absorb your energy. But while we're feasting your energy, we're gonna create a world that's ideal for what you think is good. So everyone is dreaming of a world that they like and that they love and that they enjoy. Hey, that's peace. No, that's fucked up. Like, bruh, I want to enjoy life. I don't want to be stuck in a damn cocoon with my mind, giving me the thoughts that I'm thinking is real. And, no, that's messed up. Like, that in itself is just like, yo, this guy is twisted. So that's why I feel like Madara, besides him being just like a badass ninja overall, that's evil. So he's one of the top villains in my eyes, just based on that, But yeah, man, Madara is wild for that, man. And also staying within the Naruto world. Staying within Naruto world, I feel as if Pain is one of the top villains. Like, he has to be, in my opinion, he's one of the top villains. So hold on, let me actually update this list. I have Frieza. I got Frieza 1, Light. Hold on. Light Yagami for 2. For 3, we got Madara. And then 4, we're going to do Pain. Now, Pain, I can't really say that Pain is what he's doing is evil. I won't say he's evil, but he's definitely a bad guy because, I mean, you can argue that a lot of these are good guys. You can argue that a lot of them are good guys, but they are the villains of a series. And he killed Jiraiya. He is not a hero. He killed Jiraiya. He is not a freaking hero. Come on. Like, come on. You can't kill Jiraiya and be like, you know what? He's a hero. That is not a freaking hero. He raised him. Like, come on. You know what, Otto? You trolling. you just trolling, Otto. But you can't, like, now I would say, like, why he did what he did is is justified. Why he did what he did is justified because hold on, let's see. Entire philosophy kind of like yeah. Yeah. It's sort of like what Potato said. Let's read what Potato said. His entire philosophy is like the same principle as why we haven't had a world war in years. We won't have another world war because of nuclear bombs, imminent threat of true and pure death, no matter what. See, but like Pain is a villain based on his circumstances because of what he experienced, because he grew up and he's seen all his death, and no matter what happens there's always going to be war, no matter what happens, and granted he wants to end all that, he wants to find a peaceful resolution. And granted, it's dope that Naruto was able to jump in. And it's dope that Naruto was able to influence him and make him think, no, hey, don't get me started, Otto. Do not get me started, Otto. Do not get me started on Itachi. But you know what? We can discuss that as well. But let me finish my point about Pain. Pain, he experienced all this stuff. But the fact that he killed his teacher. He killed his teacher. He killed the one who taught him, who raised him in a merciless way. Like, he pinned him down, and then this guy got threw down and he drowned. Not only did he die, his chances of living done because he was underwater and got drowned. And you saying Goku is a villain. Granted, Goku is definitely a terrible father. But aside from all that, what he did to Konoha Village, bruh, he was successful at destroying the Konoha Village. This was something that Orochimaru didn't do. He wanted to do, but he didn't necessarily do. Granted, Orochimaru, he invaded with, different ninjas from different, different clans and different villages and stuff. I think it was Sound Village back in when they had the tuning exam. He invaded, but he didn't destroy it. He killed Sadatobi Sensei. We'll give Orochimaru that. He killed Sadatobi, but on the level of destruction that was placed upon Konoha, easily, with his freaking boom, destroyed that village. So in my eyes, Pain, he is definitely a villain, but I would give him I'll give him a little leeway to say, you know what? I understand why you did this, I understand why you did this. Because I think it's justified. I think it's justified. It's not right, but I do think it's justified, Hey, shout out PG for the shout out. Hey man, I'm just out here. Shout out to my anime nerds out there, man. We gotta, it's anime life, man. You know how we do it. But yeah, man, it's so yeah, that's why I feel like Pain is one of the best villains, because he overcame a lot, went through a lot, and also successfully destroyed one of the strongest villages within the ninjutsu world, and which is Konoha. And so let's move on. I think I moved on to the next. Okay, so where my One Piece fans at? Where my One Piece fans at? Who do you think? Tell me, to those out there who watch One Piece, I have my next villain. Who would you say is the next villain that we should be for One Piece? Who was a villain, one of your top villains in One Piece that you would say? Because I know it's kind of backwards in One Piece, because all the pirates are technically bad guys, and then they have the Marines as, the good guys. But are they really good? Are they really good? It's just, I guess it's a different perspective, but I think it's but who do you all have for those who watch One Piece as a good villain for One Piece? I already have mine. I'm curious to know who you all think. But I would feel Teach is the villain for One Piece, which is Blackbeard. And Yeah, you see, Otto, you got Blackbeard. See, I had Blackbeard as well. Blackbeard for me is easily the top villain in that series. He may not be like the best villain, because you have Kaido, you have Big Mom, you have all these super strong warlords and these crazy elite strength strong pirates, but Blackbeard, for what he did to Whitebeard and Ace, and I mean, granted, he didn't kill Ace, but like what he did to Whitebeard, took his power. He betrayed. Oh my gosh! And like when we first initially saw Blackbeard, we thought like, hey man, Blackbeard, he's pretty cool, man. He's laughing, giggling with his little beer, drinking, having a good old grand old time with with Luffy when he sees him, and then he starts saying a lot of dark, imminent stuff throughout the series, that they flash back to. But what he's done, his crew, they're twisted. They're twisted. His crew is twisted, man. So for him to kill the one that he got, Sakazuki. Which one is Sakazuki? I can't remember, man. There's so many dang on characters in that. Let me see. I can't remember who Sakazuki is. Oh yeah. Yeah. I was thinking him as well. Because what he did to Ace. That's why, oh my gosh, when they finally like when Luffy gets strong enough, once they get past the samurai arc, for those who watch the manga, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil anything for those who watch the manga. I mean, for those who watch the anime and don't read the manga, because I read the manga for One Piece. So I won't spoil anything. But once they get past the point where they are in the manga, I cannot wait to see Luffy take down Sakazuki and that character, because he is not he's not good. He killed Ace. And Ace, that part right there, like some people who don't watch One Piece, they be like, man, the way it's drawn, they look all goofy and stuff, but that anime has the most impactful moments, as far as like, even though it's drawn like super, their smiles are super huge, but when Luffy was holding Ace and crying, man, I felt that. Like, that was pain right there, man. So yeah, man, Sakazuki, I can't wait till he get his stuff, man. But Blackbeard, for everything that he's doing, and from where he came from, being raised with or coming up under Whitebeard, and then being cool with Ace, and then just betraying and doing his own little thing, I gotta X him out. Of that, man. So yeah, I feel like Teach, which is Blackbeard, would be number 5. Blackbeard would be, well, not necessarily number 5, but one of the top 5 villains, or not, well, just overall villains. Okay, now where my Bleach fans at? Y'all already know what I'm about to get into. Where my Bleach fans at? I think it goes without saying. Who's next? Did I summon you? Yeah, Potato, I'll summon you. Because you like swordsmen, so you already know, man. Where my Bleach fans at? You already know, Otto. You already know. Now, so I feel like number 6 for me, overall for villains, not necessarily just for the Bleach, but in general, is Aizen. Now, Sosuke Aizen fucked everyone up. You can't even get on his level. But also, hold on, before we dive deep into Aizen, who would we consider other villains within Bleach? Like, would you consider like the Soul Society, like prior to us knowing the captain commanders, prior to us knowing them, will we consider them villains just because they oppose Ichigo at times? Do we consider them villains? Because I don't necessarily consider them villains. I just consider like because originally Byakuya. I thought Byakuya. I didn't think he was a good guy. I thought he was a villain, and I thought, okay, it's just he kind of badass, you know? Yeah, yeah. And also, they are coming out with a new. They're coming out with a season. I think no, they're coming out. They're going to animate the final season, so it's after the full bring arc. So they're finally going to show everything. You say Kotosuchi? You think Kotosuchi's a villain? Hold on. Let me see. Nah, I wouldn't say Kotosuchi's a villain. He's definitely he does things that makes the most sense, even if it's vile. You know, I think he does things just because it's vile. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that, Otto. It's like it's kind of hard at times to like decide between who's a villain and who's not a villain, but I guess based on overall, like in the series, because because also think of the Espada. You have the Espada, you have the damn it, who were the other ones besides the Espada? The Ardankers or whatever. You have them, which is some cool ass characters. Grimjaw, Ukuria. My favorite one is damn it, Halle Bell. That's I want to say my favorite Espada. Halle Bell, that's my girl. I like her. She dope as hell. She dope as hell. I need to get a figure of her, but they're a little bit more expensive or so. But I feel like it's definitely one of the best. I feel like the Espada, like when they did the 10, dope. Some of the dopest villains. I didn't really like the number zero. The number zero when they like, he got all super huge. I didn't like him as much, but I love the Espada when they in Soul Society. Also, Nell. I like Nell. Nell is my girl. I liked her when she was in her little cute little small form, but then she got to her regular form because she used to be in Espada. I rock with Nell. I like Nell. But okay, considering all those Espada when they were in Huecamundo, considering all of those Espada, they were controlled by Aizen. They were under the control of Aizen, because he was so much stronger than them. Aizen was such a badass, and the thing is, my favorite character, prior to the series developing, was Hitsugaya. Because Hitsugaya is my guy, smart kid, prodigy, ice dragon, Hakimaru, and he had it, he's just dope. I was like, yo, that's my guy. I rock with Hitsugaya. And while Ichigo was racing to Snowy-chan, while Ichigo was racing to save Rukia from Byakuya and all that stuff, they had that little side story with, oh man, a captain commander's dead. And they showed Sosuke Aizen. And he was dead. And I was just like, okay, who's this nerdy ass captain? I don't care about him. I don't care about this guy. I don't like him. I don't care he's dead. Like, because the coolest captains to me was Hitsugaya, Byakuya, and what's his name? Kenpachi. Because Kenpachi's badass. Kenpachi is badass. And I was like, yo, these are the dopest characters. So I didn't even pay attention. Aizen was not even on my radar when they first announced him. But then they started uncovering shit and like, this isn't, he's not really dead. He made y'all see this. And then, Tosen and Ichimaru Gin, they were rocking with Aizen. And I was just like, what the hell is happening? But then when Aizen, when Aizen, when like after everything got situated and settled, when Aizen took those glasses off, slicked his fucking hair back, I was just like, I was like, yo, I fuck with you, Aizen. I was like, I fuck with you. Like, go back and watch that scene. Go back and watch that scene when he did that. One of the most iconic movements of like someone revealing who they truly are, and then there's nothing that no one in Soul Society can do. They were all fucking duped. They were all fucking duped. They could not do anything. And then him and Gin and Tosin and Aizen went to freaking Huecamundo. I was just like, yo, badass, man. Yeah. Exactly, Potato. Man, that shit was so sick, man. So sick. I was just like, my goodness, man. And think about his ability. He has the most broken ability. The most broken ability. You know what? To get an accurate definition of Aizen's ability, let me look it up real quick. His freaking, it's his Shikai. It's not even his Bankai. I don't even think Aizen uses Bankai. He uses Shikai. Like, we have yet to even see his Bankai. I don't think we've seen his Bankai yet. It's like, okay, let's read it in definition. His Zanpakuto is named Kyoko Suigetsu, and its Shikai ability is complete hypnosis. For the hypnosis to work, the opponent only needs to see the sword once it's drawn. Once his Shikai is activated, Aizen's opponent's 5 senses will be under his control, drawing them into a false reality of his own creation. Bruh, tell me about that. He never, like, think about that. That is such an broken ability. Like, bruh, I just gotta draw my, you just gotta see me pull my sword out, and I'm just like, huh? Bruh, that is OP in anything. And if y'all read the manga, oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. But if y'all read the manga, y'all realize how dope Aizen is. And even after he fought Ichiko, since he got the Hogyoku, I think that's what it's called. Well, Humongo. Right now we talking about Aizen. We're currently on number 6. If you can see the, oh shit, I don't have it listed. You know what? I should have made it. Hold on, let me make it visible. I didn't have it. I thought I had it visible. Bam. Yeah, there it is. The top villains. So far we talked about Frieza. We talked about Light, Madara, Pain, Blackbeard, which is Teach, and then Aizen. And now, if you think about Aizen's not even dead. Aizen is so badass that even after Ichiko lost all his freaking, his Soul Reaper powers, after he lost all of that, he still didn't kill Aizen. They had this guy chained up. They put this guy in chains, put him in a little chamber. Like, yo, man, we can't kill him because he has the Hyogoku, that little freaking spirit in him, and he can't die. So that's how badass Aizen is. You know what I mean? And to those who haven't read the manga, y'all need to read the damn manga, man. I'm not necessarily gonna spoil it, but let's just say Aizen plays a big old vital role in this next coming, Bleach series that's supposed to get animated or whatever. But yeah, man, that's why overall I feel Aizen easily one of the best villains. In my opinion, I would probably put him in. You know what? I can't rank him. I can't rank him. It's hard. You ain't seen Bleach? Oh man, come on, man. You got to get on Bleach, man. It's one of those classics, man. Yeah, I feel you, Potato. Nah, I can't rank on my opinion, Otto. I can't do that. It's hard. It's hard. It's so hard because my favorite character is one of the villains. Like Light Yagami is like one of my favorite characters. Like I even let me see. I even have him tattooed on me. Hold on. It's on this arm. Like it's my guy, Light Yagami. So I would be biased. You know, you probably can barely see it, but that's my guy. You know, one of my actually it's kind of hot in here, so good thing I took this off. Yeah, so but be like, yeah, man, yeah, look at my tattoo. It's not just villains because I have Gara. I got Gara. I got Gara. I got Itachi. You probably can't barely see it because of the light. I got Gara, Itachi, and of course Sephiroth. You know I get down with Sephiroth. You already know I get down with Sephiroth. But the thing is, I have to get more. Yeah, I have to get. I liked Gara when he was first introduced, before I even knew like his entire story. When I first seen him like upside down, I think it was in a tree. I think he was upside down in a tree or something like that. And I was just like, yo, who is this guy with this love tattoo, with his tattoo on his head, and he's just silent and everyone respects him. And like everyone, like he commands respect wherever he is. I was just like, yo, I rock with Gara. Gara's my guy. And the funny thing is with Itachi, when I first seen Itachi, I was like, fuck Itachi. I said he did this, he killed his entire clan. I don't like Itachi, man. You know? that Rock Lee versus Gara was pretty good, man. That Rock Lee versus Gara is pretty good. Like that's one of the moments that those are one of the moments that I could like easily just rewatch over and over. That Rock Lee and Gara. Granted, like it was a lot of explaining to do, like when they were talking in that series, and Gara mainly just sat there the entire time and let his beast do all the work. He literally didn't do anything for real. You know, granted he did a few ninjutsu abilities, but he just literally sat there. But I thought it was when Rock Lee dropped those fucking weights. And you know what? We can't talk about that because those are going to be moments that we discuss in future episodes of anime discussions. You know, give you any anime you can guess my favorite character. Okay, who's my favorite character in Dragon Ball? Who's my favorite character in Dragon Ball? Tell me, who's my favorite character in Dragon Ball? Who's my favorite character in Dragon Ball? Nope. Wrong. Wrong. Not my favorite character. Nope. No. I have hit no. My favorite character in Dragon Ball is Goku. Goku. My favorite character in Dragon Ball is Goku. Like I've always liked Goku. When I seen Goku, I was like, oh man, this is my guy. Don't be hating on Goku. Don't hate on Goku. Goku's that guy, man. That's easily one of my favorite. Like so, like in like the new series that they do in Dragon Ball Super in the manga series, they do a lot of power ups and stuff. And I was happy they was was going to let Vegeta get the shine, but they let Goku get it. Goku's always been my favorite. Naruto, you already know who my favorite Naruto character is. I already just told you who my Bleach character is. Like, in Bleach, Hitsugaya, You know what? In Attack on Titan, I don't really have a favorite character. If anything, it would probably be Eren. Or maybe Mikasa. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite character. But when it comes to characters that I like, I have to somehow relate to them. Somehow, and I have to have a feel for them. But Dragon Ball, yeah, definitely Goku's cool. But Vegeta, to me, I feel like Vegeta has the best lines in Dragon Ball, or basically any anime series. I feel like he has the best lines. So that's why, like, if you hear me do those quotes. Your favorite character in Bleach? Well, Well, you like sword characters. I don't know. Mm, it's really hard. I would say. It's funny. I was honestly going to say, Potato. This is probably completely wrong, but what I was going to say is Chad. Your favorite character is Chad. Hey, you can't hate on Chad. Chad was putting in work though. You can't hate on Chad. But considering you're an intelligent person, I don't. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say, man. It's so many dang on characters. Grimjaw. Grimjaw's your favorite character? But Grimjaw's a badass character. I love his character design. And I do also like that one moment that him and Ichigo, they were fighting. They were fighting on each other's side or so. But yeah, man, we can go in depth forever on Bleach, but let's hold on. Where's my phone? Let me go into the next character to switch it up from what people. How many people out here watch Hunter x Hunter? Y'all watch Hunter x Hunter? Yes sir. Yeah, so Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, it's probably been a little bit. Yeah, I had to rewatch it myself because I didn't realize they came out with new episodes. But yeah, for me, one of the best villains in Hunter x Hunter is exactly as Otto explained, Hisoka. Hisoka is definitely one of the most badass villains. And granted, he's a pervert. He's definitely a pervert. Hisoka's definitely a pervert, but he's strong as hell. He's committed, and he wants to fight the strongest. So even the strongest member of the spiders. Exactly, Potato. That's exactly how it is. You're like, here, little boy, I have some candy for you. And like, he doesn't immediately go after Gon. He lets Gon get stronger and lets him experience stuff. And even, in a way, he kind of befriends Gon, if you can call that befriending. But he just waits. But he has his own twisted and ideology. He has his own ideas when it comes to, tackling his goals or getting something accomplished, And he even joined the Spider Squad thing to get closer to the number one guy. And he wants to fight him, so he's a villain in that sense. And also his ability, his little gummy nin that he uses, that he's able to manipulate so easy and use, that you can't really see unless you're developed that way, But think about all the other, his bungee gum, dope. It's named after a brand of your hometown. Is it named Bungee or Bungee Gum? Hold on, let me get a sip of water. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about. Oh, you were quoting that. Yeah. Yeah, they But would we consider, what villains would we consider to be in Hunter x Hunter? I don't consider the guy that looks like Cell. Illumi is definitely a lot more evil. That guy, oh my gosh. Yeah, he's definitely a lot more evil. He's strong as hell, man. Like how he just changes his face to look like a different character. And what he did to Killia, oh my. That guy is next level when it comes to that. But I think since we were exposed to Hisoka a lot more, I feel like we got to see him, and he was like a decent part of the story, of Hunter x Hunter. So we got to see him a lot more. Um, but let me see, Hunter, and even the group, the Spider Group. We can that those are a whole group of villains. Whole group of villains, but not all of them that we got to see. We didn't get to see all of the Spider Group, the troop or whatever. We didn't get to see all of them. But if you look at Miriam, I don't necessarily consider Miriam. I guess Miriam could be a villain. Yeah, the Phantom Troop. Yeah, the Phantom Troop, exactly. Um, but if you think about Miriam and how he was, now I feel like Miriam is strong. He's probably the strongest of the villains. Well, he's probably not stronger than Crollo. I'm not sure if he's stronger. Well, hold on. Yeah, Miriam, but I don't. Yeah, I don't think Miriam. Yeah, he is boring, but yeah, because he did a lot of running and he has his ability is but he was a leader. He's strong. He was a leader for a reason. He's definitely not like the most. I thought he looked pretty cool. I thought he looked pretty cool. I'm not. I thought Crollo looked pretty cool, and the fact that Miriam, I felt he could have destroyed everyone. He could have killed everyone. But the fact that he fell in love or he found love with that chick that he was playing chess with, and that's all he wanted to do was play chess and discover this, little blind girl, and that, I think that was a proper way to get him out of here. But I feel like Miriam is like a perfect combination of Cell and Frieza. He looked like a different form of Cell. Like maybe if Cell had another form, that would probably be another form of Cell. But he definitely looked like that. But Hisoka, for him to be so twisted the way he is, and he was definitely one of the earliest protagonists in the series, so it's more influence on us. I definitely say that Hisoka is one of the top villains in anime. And that's number 7. So let's move on to number 8. Let's see who I got. For number 8, we're gonna go to Demon Slayer. Y'all watch Demon Slayer, right? I put Muzan. Maybe Muzan shouldn't be on here, but I put Muzan on here because Demon Slayer is a really good anime, but how he's affected everything within the series, how he has all of these people. Yeah, I've only watched the anime as well, so I'm just basing it on the anime. And I wanted to do recent animes. I didn't want to go way back, to a lot the non-popular animes. But yeah, he's definitely a lot more evil. How he just makes people, because that interaction that him and the animation is definitely beautiful in Demon Slayer. But the when him and Tanjiro first met, when Tanjiro and Muzan they first met, he can turn someone into a demon, and so that means that this demon is just going to go on attacking people and killing people, and he did this in front of everyone, even in front of that little girl that he was next to. I'm just like, what in the world? This guy is twisted, man. So. And the cool thing about Muzan, if you look him up, he reminds me of Michael Jackson, like the smooth criminal Michael Jackson. Like anytime I see him, I'll be like, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. He looks just like Michael Jackson in Smooth Criminal. He got the white outfit. He got the little white little top hat. You know what I mean? He getting his little you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he turned him right into a bug, and I'm just like what is Tanjiro going to do in this situation? And yeah, exactly, Otto. Like in this situation, Like we have some dope villains that are in the series, but we have some dope villains that are in the series of Demon Slayer, but none of those villains would be a villain if it wasn't for Muzan. And granted, he's the main protagonist of that series. So everything that he's been doing, I would definitely say he's one of the top villains. Now, with all that being said, I don't know too much about him. They still haven't released that movie. Well, I know it probably came out in theaters in Japan, but I haven't seen the Demon Slayer movie. But he's definitely someone who should belong on the, maybe not, he may not be on everyone's list, but I feel like he's a top villain. He's definitely evil for real. Now the next two that I have, maybe I was running out, but okay. The next one that let me update this list right here. Muzan. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the world of Naruto. Let's go back to Naruto for a minute. The next villain. Who do you think the next villain? One of the top villains in Naruto is, besides the ones that's listed? Because the next one that I have listed is yes, Ado, yes, Humongo, yes, Orochimaru. Now, for things that we probably already explained, but we can reiterate, is Orochimaru, this guy, this guy, similar to Madara, not to the extent of Madara, but he has been an influence on each generation, not to the impact of Madara, because obviously Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru, they came up together, but for what he's done, you wish he had more backstory. They kind of go into a little bit backstory with Orochimaru though, right? Like they probably don't go in depth like they did. You know what they should have done? They should have gave a story of like how they did Itachi. They gave Itachi his own little segment so we understood why he decided to take out the entire Uchiha clan. But with Orochimaru, he was always just twisted, like, did they? Yeah, you're right, Otto, because I don't think they necessarily went into depth of why he became who he was. Maybe he had some kind of traumas. They did go into detail about his, him coming up and, with Jiraiya and Tsunade. But I kind of felt like what they were doing was they were trying to make Sakura, Naruto, and Sasuke have a similar upbringing or similar dynamic as Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru. Because they're all because Sasuke was trained by Orochimaru, Naruto trained by Jiraiya, and Sakura trained by Tsunade. So I felt like they were trying to create that parallel between the two. But with Orochimaru, besides the backstory that they didn't give, for him to be like a semi-pedophile, I mean, like, just think about it. He interrupted the Chunin exam just to find a younger body, that he can take. Like, okay, which body do I want? Which body do I want? Because I want immortality. I want to live forever. And even if I get old, I'm just going to change bodies and da-da-da-da. With him doing all of that, he gave Sasuke his curse mark. And even some of the ninjas that's within the series, they were influenced by him. Kimimaro. Think about Kimimaro. Think about the I think his name is Jugen, the guy who's like the full form that Orochimaru took, in order to get that curse mark or whatever. These guys were all in some way influenced by Orochimaru. So in one way or another, ninjas and Even Kabuto, think about Kabuto. Kabuto was influenced by Orochimaru, and Kabuto, he turned out to be like a really, really. Thank you for the subscription, Humongo. Appreciate you, homie. Um, Kabuto, he became one of the leading antagonists in Shippuden, and if it wasn't for Itachi putting him in that fucking loop, he would have been done. But Orochimaru, he gave Sasuke that curse mark. He interrupted the entire tuning, the tuning exam, and he killed Sadatobi. And he learned how to do the reanimation jutsu. He brought back all of the past Hokage, and they were attacking the village, or attacking, going against the ninjas within that village, or he used them against Sadatobi. And eventually, since you hate it, you didn't like Kabuto. You know what? I didn't like Kabuto either. I was just like, originally I was like, okay, maybe he can be trusted. He can be trusted, but I was like, nah. Then I found out he was a little snake, literally like a little snake, But yeah, just like Humongo is talking about, he definitely he bred the whole war between different villages, or causing Sasuke. He was definitely an influence on Sasuke leaving the village, and going to Orochimaru, and just that entire thing, and his impact throughout Konoha, of everything that he's done. His impact is major, and his abilities to be able, like, he's so twisted to doing all of these. Also, Frank, tell me why you like. Tell me why you like Orochimaru. I'm curious to know why you liked Orochimaru. But like his abilities to, because he's, granted, Orochimaru's smart, but his ability to just, I am going to find and I'm going to groom these young men and I'm going to take their bodies. Like, bruh, like, you bugging. You are bugging. Like, you a little pedophilish, but I respect your hustle, but I can't really get on board with that. He's cool and he can turn into a giant snake. That's why you like him. Okay, I mean, I could respect that. Oh, you do have a snake, right? I think you just said you bought a snake, or was it a reptile or something? Iguana? What did you say you recently got as a pet? Because Orochimaru, his little summoning jutsu. Oh, okay, a dragon, bearded dragon. Okay, yeah. So I don't know why I was thinking snake. Maybe because we're on an Orochimaru topic, but yeah, man. But everything that he's done, he killed a Hokage. Not only did he kill a Hokage, he killed the Hokage who raised him, who trained him, who taught him that, I'm just like, bruh, man. Like, what's up with these ninjas killing their sensei? Like, what's up with that, But Orochimaru, he's definitely left his imprint on the ninja world. So everything that he's done, you can't overlook that, man. So, and everything that he's taught Sasuke, granted, he never got Sasuke's body, but, or maybe they showed us scenes that we weren't supposed to see, but he's definitely one of the top villains. Now, the last villain that I have listed, I doubt if anyone, he could be similar to Light Yagami. He's also one of my favorite characters as well. But I doubt if anyone would have him maybe y'all would have him on this list. But the 10th, one of my top 10 villains that I have would be Lelouch from Code Geass. I'm not sure if any of y'all watch Code Geass, but Lelouch of the Rebellion, any of y'all familiar with Lelouch or Code Geass? Yeah, man, you gotta finish Code. Oh, man. Hey, man, you gotta finish that damn show. See, and you know what, Otto? You know what? I would also kind of put him as a hero as well. I would do that as well, but I looked it up and they put him as more of an anti-hero, But most people have in any anime conversations or list, they have him as a villain or so. Suzaku, his friend Suzaku, yeah, he would be the real hero. That's Suzaku. Yeah, he's definitely he's like Suzaku was annoying though. Like he was hold on, I think his name is Suzaku. I said it right off top like I knew, right? Let me see. Yeah, it is Suzaku. Yeah. Yeah, he was definitely mad annoying. I'm just like, bruh. Like, I respect him to a certain extent, but definitely he was an annoying character, man. But Lelouch, I have to put him on there simply because everything, like I don't want to get the story incorrect because it's been a while since I watched the anime, but for him to fight back against the Empire of Britannia, everyone, oh hell Britannia! Oh hell Britannia! I'm just like, man, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here with this Britannia stuff, man. But for him to fight back against that, have control of his gears, and use the gears to create an entire rebellion, and then create Zero, which is, Zero so badass. He's so badass, man, Zero. Oh my gosh. So it was kind of tough for me to put him as a villain because I see his philosophy and his point of view and why he did the things that he did. But on the other hand, he was also a little reckless with his powers, Humongo, you said you didn't, I'm not sure where you stopped in the series, but I don't want to ruin stuff. But there was a scene that happened where he spoke his gears out of, he didn't say the right thing, and he ended up causing unnecessary deaths. Because he got too comfortable with his powers, and then it ended up, he had to sacrifice someone's life, and I'm just like, no, but and also with him fighting back against his power. But oh, you know what, Otto? You are correct. You are fucking correct. I'm going to edit that. You are correct, Griffith. You are correct. But but that's why I felt let loose. But let's talk about Griffith. Griffith is a fucker. Fuck him. Fuck Griffith. Fuck him. I don't like Griffith. I do not like him. I do not like Griffith, man. I do not like Griffith. Man, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, or Otto talking about, it's this anime called Berserk. And Griffith, him and Guts, they were buddy. They were rocking out. They were doing their thing. And then him and his girl, he was jealous. He was jealous that Guts was getting attention. He was getting all this attention, and that he decided to leave. And he didn't want Guts to leave the group. It's been a while since I watched the anime, so correct me if I'm wrong about anything. But he didn't want Guts to leave the group, but Guts wanted to go on and do his own little thing. And his name's Guts or Gats? I think it's Guts. But Guts went on to do his own little thing. And yeah, he wanted to do his own thing. He wanted to do his own little thing. And I think the girl, she wanted them to stay or whatever. My memory's a little cloudy on that topic, but for the most part, basically what Griffith did was he raped the girl, got her pregnant, and then unleashed all these freaking demons out into the world. He basically traumatized this girl, and then was crowned a freaking hero. and they made Guts suffer. So what Guts went through was a lot of suffering. A lot of freaking suffering, man. Um so yeah, man, that's why I definitely feel as if as Otto mentioned, all for one as nah. Nah, but yeah, this is the list. This is the top villains that I have. Now, who do you think that I missed should be not maybe replace? Who would you replace and put in place for a top 10? You know, that I don't know about. Yeah, they definitely Griffith, no, don't you dare. Do not dare. Do not dare say Griffith and Sephiroth have something in common. No. Fuck that. Nah. Uh-uh. No, no, no. Not at all. Sephiroth didn't rape nobody. You know what I mean? Sephiroth found out he was an experiment. Like, bruh, I was a clone? I am cloned? Like, what is my life? You know? So it's just Sephiroth was created from alien cells, alien life form. You know, Genova cells. Griffith has issues. He has issues. He's twisted because I want Guts all to myself. I want you to myself. Yeah, yeah, nah. But yeah, who do you think? For far as villains are concerned, who do you think is some villains that I may have missed that you feel should be some of the top villains in an anime series? You know, whether it's anime that you like or anime that you don't like, or just overall villain. Who do you think is some villains that you may have missed? Psychopaths. I don't remember all of Psychopaths. I did see Psychopaths. I seen the first season, but didn't they come out with 3 more seasons? I seen the first season. I didn't see the second season or the third season. I heard the second and third seasons weren't that good, or at least the second season wasn't that good. Eh. Ask Lad. Ask Lad. Villain saga. You think Ask Lad? Why would you consider the guy who has complete control over his reading? Would you say Ask Lad is a villain though? Yeah, I don't remember Psychopath. Like I don't remember any of the characters. I don't remember how the storyline was. It's been a while since I watched that series. But I did watch the anime. Was definitely good. But what about My Hero Academia? Because there's a lot of villains in there. I know Otto just said all for one. But are there any other villains within that series? Because I don't follow My Hero. Oh, but that's Hakimaru's brother, right? I would Tahamaru. That's his brother, right? He's definitely a yeah. He was a loser. I wouldn't say he's a he was definitely not like one of the. He wasn't good. And also, Frank, I saw you said Cell. Cell had one of the best arcs. Okay, 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 Potato. This is all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me now. Okay, I see. Yes. Okay. Bam. I remember. Okay. I remember that. I remember that. Thank you for explaining that to me. Yeah. I don't think that trumps. I don't think that trumps a lot of some of the top villains within the series. Yeah. Zagret. Is that the lion guy? Or oh, you know what? I forgot they gave him a name. I didn't even realize they gave him a name. I forgot. I thought they just called him like Devil or some shit. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, those are definitely no hey, yes. Naraku. I would you know what's funny, Otto? I was gonna put Naraku down as a top villain. But I did, since that's a semi older anime, but he still kind of had some good in him because of Onigumo. For Naraku, he kind of had some good in him because of Onigumo. So I wouldn't necessarily, but definitely he's definitely a villain that's he's a badass villain. But in all the animes, no. Um, but yeah, man, that's definitely a good candidate. Doflamingo in One Piece. Yes, Doflamingo's definitely a good one. He's a good villain to put on a villain list because Doflamingo, that guy is twisted, and because they became, what was Doflamingo's story? They were celestial. They were like celestial dragons at one point. And then like his family, they decided to give up their privilege as celestial dragons. And he was fucking heated about that. He was like, fuck that. I'm a fucking celestial dragon. I want to go back to this life. And then he started, doing all this heinous stuff, started getting involved with drugs, he was like one of those spoiled kids who just wants to be a rebel and wants to, he wants the life of looking down on other people. But once he got put in a position that he was getting looked down on, he was just like, man, I can't live this life, man. He's definitely an evil guy. Doflamingo for sure. Doflamingo for sure. He's definitely an evil guy. You know what? You know who I had as Full Metal for Full Metal Alchemist? I originally had Wrath. Hold on. And because Wrath is one of my favorites. Wrath is he's the yeah, King Bradley. Like the in Brotherhood, did y'all see that King Bradley was putting in work that last episode? I was the before he went out, I was just like, yo, King Bradley. That's like probably one of my favorite sins. Like I didn't necessarily have a favorite character in FMA, but King Bradley was definitely one of my favorite characters within that series. You know what? I need to do some more reactions to that because I haven't. It's been years since I've seen that, and I need to watch it again. I think I'm gonna put that down as an anime series to do some reactions to because I haven't seen it in a while, and I know it's a good one, man. But yeah, King Bradley for sure, man. And he's badass, man. Got that damn eye patch on, but he put in work. Man, he definitely put in work, man. Who are some more? Let's see. We got you said Doflamingo. He's underrated. Exactly. That's exactly what he did. King Bradley whooped some ass, man. I want to read. You know what? I gotta rewatch that. I'm gonna put that down as an anime I need to do a reaction to, man. Because those are definitely one of the hypest things that I enjoy. But yeah, man, those are some of the villains, and without villains, anime wouldn't be what it is, man. So you gotta salute and appreciate some of the villains that show out for us, man. So yeah, salute to all the villains. And for some reason, in a lot of animes, I typically gravitate towards the badass or the anti-hero type-ish character. Those are typically my favorite, characters, in a sense, but that's gonna be for. I mean that's gonna be it for that discussion as far as the top villains. For the now going into the next discussion that we're gonna have next week, same time 6:15. Yeah, I gotta get my evil laugh down. No, that's not that wasn't good. I gotta be in a I'll get that evil laugh down. When we're playing, you know what I mean, I'll definitely get it in. Now we're not gonna do heroes. Now we're not. Heroes is easy. Heroes is easy. I mean, we'll do heroes down the line, but we're not gonna do it now. Now, here is the next. Here's the next segment that we're gonna be talking about for next week, which is this. Now, this is what I like to call guess who is this character? I mean, maybe you all know who he is, maybe you don't. But this character is going to he ties into this week's topic as a villain, and he's also tying into the next topic that we're talking about next week. So, yeah, man, that's going to be that's the guy for next week, which is what we're going to be talking about. So next week discussions, we're going to be talking about swordsmen. We're going to be talking about the top 10 swordsmen from anime. And so, yeah, man, get those up. We're going to be having that discussion. And then after we talk about the swordsman, then we'll go into that. You said the guy from Rurouni Kenshin? Yes, sir. Yeah, so next week we'll be talking about swordsmen. So get those lists ready for your top 10 swordsmen. Then after that, the suggestion that Potato made, which was the top 10 hypest moments from an anime series. Yeah, we're going to be discussing that. So that's it. That's it for this series tonight, y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me for this anime discussion. Next Wednesday, man. Other than that, I gotta be streaming. It's gonna be Wednesday. I want to do anime discussions every Wednesday. Every Wednesdays at 6:15 p.m. Other than that, we're gonna be doing some gaming and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, Next Wednesday. Every Wednesday, starting at 6:15, we're gonna be doing anime discussions. But other than that, I appreciate you all rocking out for me, man. I don't know. I gotta find an amiibo because I don't have an amiibo yet. If we have an amiibo night, I'll definitely put one up so we can have an amiibo night. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't have an amiibo, but we'll have one. I gotta train a fucking amiibo. I gotta get an amiibo, man. That'd be dope. But yeah, man, that's it for this anime discussion. And I don't think I'm gonna be streaming today because I'm gonna focus on anime for tonight. But I appreciate you all rocking out with me. And any more ideas or anything, post them in a Discord. But other than that, you all take care. Have a beautiful day. Make sure you tell the people you love that you love them. And hey, I got an ending for y'all. Check this out, man. I'm not gonna play Hollow Knight Auto. I'll probably play Hollow Knight tomorrow or Friday. Probably, I don't know. We'll see. But other than that, man, y'all take care. Have a beautiful night, and more anime is gonna be coming y'all way. I said Hollow Knight. Here it is.